everyone, my name is Jenny. Welcome to my channel, Callie Jenny's Crafty Stitching. In today's video, we are going to be continuing with our Stitch and Chat series on this new canvas from Wattobizz that I started on our last Stitch and Chat. Welcome everyone. As I am taping this, this is Thursday morning, August 28th. It is 4:45 in the morning. If you are new, I hope you will enjoy this video and check out my playlist. I do stitch alongs, I do unboxings, I do a monthly floss tube where I show you everything I worked on, both stamped and counted, as well as any haul if I have bought any. Anyway, thank you guys so much. For all of you who are returning, thank you my friends for always coming by and hanging out with me, watching my videos. If all of you could hit that thumbs up for me, that really helps me out. It costs you nothing, and it helps find other cross-stitch enthusiasts find their way to me. Okay, trying a little different setup again this morning, and I didn't want to get too close because it tends to blur. So hopefully this will work. Do let me know if you really like it to be closer, and we'll see what we can do next time. But I do have this on a long wooden frame on my, it's the table / lap / bedside painting fairy stand, which for me at its tallest setting actually sits right in front of one of my living room chairs that I can sit in and stitch. So that is what we're going to do today. I do have threads parked all over this thing, but we are going to start with this one. So let me get my glasses on so I can actually see what I'm doing here. You know, I had brought over a couple of these containers that I was going to sit under the legs of these. Maybe I'll do that next time. And actually lift it even higher to put it right in my blind face. All right, I did already have this started. I started this last night. Because I actually did work on this a little bit last night. And when I was done for the evening, I went ahead and parked a few threads, which I have in this. Well, you can't see it right now. I'll try to remember to move the camera a little bit later so you can take a look. But I did park a bunch of threads last night. So we would be all set to go this morning. Do let me know how you are all doing. I hope everybody is great. Let me know what you are working on. We have had a lot of people requesting to join my Facebook group, but unfortunately, they're not answering the two questions. They're really easy. They're how did you hear about the channel, and agreeing to the rules. That's it. And the reason for them, is to make sure that we're not getting bots in our group. So unfortunately, as much as I would love to have everybody, those questions do have to be answered in order for us to approve it. So be sure if you would like to join that group, make sure you do answer those two things. Thank you for everybody who has joined and goes on there and shares what you are working on with me. I absolutely love that. Love seeing what everybody is working on. What did I do? I think I put this in the wrong. Nope. Okay. And I know there are some of you who do not do Facebook. Those of you who email me and show me pictures of what you're working on. I love you guys. I appreciate you too. I'm looking at you, Denise. And your wonderful vampire cat. Oh my gosh, that is such a cute canvas that you are working on. That is a counted one that Denise is working on. And I love it. For any of you who might be new, like I said, this is a Wattobizz canvas. It is an older Wattobizz canvas. A lot of things have changed since then. This still is a wonderful canvas. I love working with it. I've been enjoying it greatly since starting it. But since I purchased this, and again, this was, I believe, my first auction win. a year ago, maybe more, over a year ago, from Wattobizz. Since then, a lot has changed within the company. Sandy, who is the artist and founder, owner of Wattobizz, continues to improve. And one of these days, I really need, I want to show you the difference. And if I get time, I'll try to sneak in a picture, show you the difference between then and now. Because it's huge. It's a huge difference. You always get a lot of goodies in the Wattobizz kits. It's always fun. I'll also try to remember maybe to take a snapshot of, or maybe I'll do a little video and just add it in, like a little silent video. I'll try to remember to do that maybe. Just to kind of show you the Wattobizz website. And no, I do not work for Wattobizz. I do not receive anything for free. Though I will tell you, even when I do have companies that send me items for free, I'm still going to give you my honest opinion regardless. But for anyone that might try to say, oh, well, you know, you're just saying that because she gives you the... No, that is absolutely not the case. I pay for them just like everybody else. And I can tell you, I absolutely love Wattobizz. She is definitely one of my top favorite companies. And that is why I have so many of them. And again, that I bought myself. I believe I'm on number 29, not including 3 customs she's doing for me. So yeah, I put my money where my mouth is. I'm telling you, I absolutely love the Wattobizz kits. And Sandy over there is a darling. This, I'm glad, honestly, that this kit won. Because I've had it for so long and it really did deserve some attention. It is such a beautiful canvas. I absolutely adore it. Let me make sure we stay in frame here. Because even at this close, it's easy for it to get out of frame, especially as I move down. You know what? Hold on. Let me see if I can pull this a little bit. We're going for a ride, so don't look. Okay, now let's see where we... Okay, still see. All right, as we move down, that might be better. Of course, I've got kittens over here watching. Hopefully, they're not going to jump up here and try to attack my canvas and my floss. This one in particular, Starfire. Oh my gosh, this girl. Every time I pull out a canvas and floss, she is right here. She comes from every side. I put her down. She comes from another side. She comes up over the back of the chair and hangs off my shoulder. She is right there anytime that I'm stitching. She is obsessed. My husband's convinced she was a cross-stitcher in a past life. She'll even sit there and watch videos on your phone of cross-stitching. It really is hysterical how obsessed she is. I mean, I thought I was obsessed. I am, but still. She's really obsessed. Everybody raise your hand in the comments if you have a Wattobizz. I know a lot of you do. Also, let me know who is going to be joining in the Color by Color Sal through Wattobizz. I can't wait for that one to start. That one is starting September 15th. And I know at least a couple of you are. So do let me know who is... Oh, what did I do? Oh, no, okay. And which canvas did you choose for it? I chose... It's a landscape of... It looks like out in the country with a little house and a bunch of... And there's a road, little dirt road, and a fence with some daisies in the foreground. Absolutely love it. I'm excited to start that one. And for anybody wondering, that is another sale going on by Wattobizz. That is beginning September 15th. Anyone can join, even if you're going to be behind by the time you start. You can either catch up or just join in as of then. Because basically, all the kits will have 50 colors. And the way it's going to work is Sandy or one of her helpers at Wattobizz is going to spin a wheel 1 through 50, and whatever one comes up, whatever number comes up, that is the color that you are going to stitch. Now that might be a different, well, it probably will be a different color for everybody because it'll just depend on what number that is in your symbol legend. So that, I think, is going to be really fun. And I can't wait for it. So yeah, do let me know down in the comments who of you are joining that. Now keep in mind, if you haven't yet and you're wanting to get in on that sale, you still can, absolutely. It does take, typically, because these kits are made to order. They're not just sitting in a bag, you know, dusty on a shelf somewhere, deteriorating. They are made to order, so you get the best quality. But you pay for that in, it takes typically, I'd say on average, probably 5 to 7 weeks to get it. But they are absolutely worth it. And I'm sure most of us have plenty to work on in the meantime. Lord knows I can't start everything I get, even though I'd love to. But obviously I can't. And I think this still keeps blurring. It's so frustrating. Let me see. Let me try something. I think that's going to be too close, though. Hold on. I'm still getting used to this new setup here. All right, got you a little bit closer. We'll see how it works. Hopefully it doesn't make it worse as far as the blur goes. I know it makes it a little challenging for me to see, and then now the camera's in my way, so I can't really tell how blurry it is. See you. If it's too terrible, then you can just listen to me, and hopefully we'll get into a better spot here in a moment. Maybe when I get a view that's not being blocked. And now the kitten has switched to my other side. Oh my gosh, people, she is just too hysterical. I can't believe our cruise is getting closer. I mean, oh gosh, I think we're about 2 months away now, or just over 2 months away. See, we've been planning this for such a long time. I think for over a year at this point, I think. We've been planning it. Okay. Having to try to keep one eyeball on the kitten beside me here. Of course, I didn't grab my tablet so I could read out the names of everybody who was kind enough to leave me a comment. But it's close here to me, so I'll just grab it when I'm ready. I can't believe this thread is almost done. It's getting close. But I have more parked. Let me see how much more time I'll get. Yeah. I still have, I can't really see my time on my camera at the moment. But I think we're right around going on 15 minutes. So we still probably have a good 15, maybe even 20 minutes left that I can do this. I do have to always allow myself time to put everything back away because I leave nothing out. Otherwise, it would probably be destroyed by the cats, especially these kittens. They have no respect for boundaries or personal property. None whatsoever. But yeah, so we're very excited about our cruise. We do also have a weekend coming up in September. We're going to go down to the shore. for the weekend just to do something different. It'll be a little cooler there too. Of course, it'll probably start cooling off maybe a little bit in the month of September. Probably not a whole lot. September typically still is very hot. Though typically here, July and August are typically the hottest. All things considered, this has actually been a fairly mild summer. We haven't had, I don't think, as many days over 100 as we normally do. So for that, I'm thankful. But I'm still done with this heat. I don't like it to be really hot. Neither does my electric bill. We recently had an electric bill that was over $400. And it's not even like we're setting the thermostat down where I'd like it. So it's just crazy to me that it's so much. And then I think back on, when I was growing up. I can't remember us ever having air conditioning when I was growing up. I apologize for all that noise you hear. That is cats. They like to mess with the blinds and make noise. But yeah, we didn't even have air conditioning when I was growing up. We had a fan. We might have occasionally had like a window unit. I can't even imagine that now. I really can't imagine it. Because if I get too hot, I start not feeling well. Like, I'll start feeling sick. It's horrible. And, of course, I can't sleep if it's really hot. I mean, I have trouble sleeping as it is, so if it's really warm. I don't know, last night, I feel like I woke up almost every hour on the hour, starting about 10-something. But I recently strained both my shoulders or something recently at work. I was carrying a big old thing of water and had to lift it up onto a counter. And I think it was because I had to, in order to do it, I had to really swing it to get it up there because it was so heavy. And I think I wrenched my shoulders and my upper arms. And it's been about 2 weeks and it is still miserable, and it gets worse during the night. So when I wake up off and on anyway, and I have to keep turning and getting off one arm over to the other. Can't sleep on my back. Even if I could manage to, then my back would probably hurt. Jeez. So I've been dealing with this, taking ibuprofen and using Bengay and Tiger Balm. Anybody has any tips out there, do share. All right, you know what? I think I'm going to finish this stitch and do a pin stitch and then move this camera again. I'm going to have to get a different thread out of this bobbin. All right, just didn't do this pin stitch. Let me just move that a little bit. If I could see what I was doing, it would be great. All right, then I come back up over here. We're going to cut that off. All right. Okay, so let me see. Let me zoom this back up a little. We're going to have to rearrange things a little bit. I need to get another floss out of this little floss bobbin over here. Let me move this so you can see what I'm talking about. I do have some threads here in this. Let me just pop it open so I can get one out. Have to unwind it here. Oh my gosh, you know what? I think I'm going to take a drink of my coffee before I do that. Because I really need it this morning. Like, I don't really need it every morning, right? But that's partly why I enjoy getting up so early, because then I can have plenty of time for my coffee. All right, let me wind these back up really quick. All right, then I'm just going to close this back. All right, and have them all closed back in there so they're not going to go anywhere. And I think we're going to work with this one, which I think is the same color. Now, let me zoom this out, because I actually did work more on this kitten here. Since the last time I worked on more of this, believe it or not, I think there's like 4 different colors in here. And then I also did work somewhat on these leaves down here. It can be really hard to tell on these stamped kits, you know, where the stitches are. But I actually got a good number of stitches in, including these little like purplish red ones that are kind of outlining the cat and the flower that she's sitting in. So let me zoom this back in now. But I thought this might be a nicer color for everybody to watch. I don't know, let me know what you think. Or do you even care what color it is? Do you mind the black and the grays and stuff for the kitten? But, oh my gosh, this is just going to be so cute with this kitten sitting in this big old huge flower with all the pumpkins and stuff around. Oh, it's just such a gorgeous canvas. Absolutely adore it. I'm really considering just working on this one for at least through the fall, if not longer. Unless you guys are like, no, please switch it up. Otherwise, I don't think I will. All right, let us see if we can't get really close. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just do it right here. All right. All right, so, and again, you can see I started this one, did that first square. And we're just working on these pink ones. Let me know if any of you have joined one of the auctions. It's so fucking exciting. Oh my gosh. Wondering if you are going to win it. That's why I have so many of them. I do have to watch my spending though. I have really spent too much money. If I had all the money in the world, I'd probably have most everything on the Wattobizz website. But, sorry, cat, she decided she was going to start attacking. But yeah. And I have bought an awful lot. It's so hard to look, though, and not, because I just love so many of them. And she does have the cross-stitch auction the first weekend of every month. So there's going to be one coming up. I believe it's not this coming weekend, but the next one. And she's already been showing previews over on her Facebook. She has a Facebook group, but then she has kind of like side groups as well. Like she's got one for the By Color Sal. She's got one for the auctions. She's got one for the diamond painting because, yeah, I think I forgot to mention that. For anybody that's new, I know a lot of my friends on here, you've been with me a while, you guys all know, but for anybody that might be new, and I know I have gotten some new subscribers, so the welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for becoming a part of the family here. For all of you who are not aware, Sandy over at Wattobizz also offers PDF charts, if you prefer counted, as well as she does customs for you if you're wanting to have a custom done, and diamond painting. And she'll also do custom diamond paintings. And she is expanding her tool line as well, you know, tools that she can offer. So be sure to check that all out. She was kind enough to give me a 5% discount code for all of my subscribers that I will be sure to include in the description box down below, as well as links for Wattobizz. So be sure to use that, because why not save some money? Though I believe that is just on the standard kits, that 5% discount. Though she is now offering the max color kits at the same price now. I don't even know how she does it. I don't know how you do it, Sandy, because I know has to cost you more when you do max colors, because we're talking at least 100 colors, and I've seen some that are a lot more than that. So be sure to check that out. There you got all these options when you're ordering. You can choose what size, count size you want. You can even choose if you want to have it in silk threads, standard colors, which is 50, or max colors, which again is at least 100 colors. Many of them are many more than that. And again, you get a really great toolkit. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, be sure to go check out one of my mini Wattobizz unboxing videos. And if you were to check all those videos out, you would also see the progression, the difference of as things changed and improved at Wattobizz. You'll see the differences in those videos the further back you go. As well as you'll see the difference in the quality of my videos as I have evolved over the last year since I created this channel. All right, I'm going to grab the tablet here so I can read off the names of those who left a message or a comment for me. I should have had this ready to go, but I didn't. All right, that was Stitch and Chat 41, so this is going to be Stitch and Chat 42. All right, so those who were kind enough to leave a comment for me, and again, thank you guys so much. I love chatting with you. It makes my day. And I may be pronouncing this wrong. Mary 2W2, but Mary is spelled Mairi. The number 2, the letter W, number 2. Mary 2W2 left me a message. Chris Cross Stitches 5748 left me a comment. Christy Bigelow also left me a comment. Crafty Pet Mom 4593, my friend Denise on here, left me a comment. Angela Ross 9868. She is also working on the Wattobizz Dragon Eye Sal, as well as me and many other people. And that's another thing, everybody. If you go and join the Wattobizz Facebook group, you can actually see a lot of these different canvases being stitched because everybody shows their work on there. So it's another way to get a sneak peek. Daphne Chamberlain 7225 was kind enough to leave me a comment. My friend Amanda over at Amanda's Crafty Corner, a fellow YouTube content creator on here, she left me a message. We always go back and forth a lot. Be sure to check her out. Rihanna Maria 2011. Sandy over at Wattobizz left me a message. Dana Reed 1656. Jessica over at Loomy Stitch. And Nick and Tina Crafts all left me a message. Thank you guys so much for leaving comments for me. I just love talking with you guys and knowing what's going on with you, what you're working on. It is really a joy for me, and I really appreciate it. And I know I mentioned that in the last one, but in the next floss tube, I am going to have 2 wheels to spin. One for my 11 count Ambilight that I had already started and have some work on. And for my KS brand Romantic Flower Market that I barely started in 18 count. I'm going to be spinning for those who were interested in receiving those, even though I'd already started them. I already had somebody promised the 14 count Ambulite, which is going to be going out to her this weekend. By the time you watch this, hopefully that has already been sent. It is really difficult for me to get things sent because I can't do it during the week because of my hours. And on Saturdays, they're only open for 3 hours, 10 to 1. And there's always like a line out the door because they're only open 3 hours. So it is very challenging. So I do apologize for the time it takes to get something sent sometimes, but it is the best that I can do. But I am determined I'm going to get by there today so I can get this out. I have not received the new Romantic Flower Market yet, and I do need to receive it and do a video showing the comparison difference before that one can go out. So you'll just have to bear with me. They will be sent out to the winners, but I need to do that first. Now, I don't know what the holdup is. It's really kind of weird. There was an order I placed after that Romantic Flower Market, and I wouldn't be surprised if that one shows up today because it's already landed, gone through customs, and arrived at the carrier who delivers it. So I would not be at all surprised if it shows up today. If not, it'll be certainly showing up soon. Whereas the Romantic Flower Market that I ordered prior has been sitting for a week under customs, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. It is a cross-stitch kit, folks. But sometimes that happens. I don't know if it winds up on the bottom of a pile somewhere and forgotten for a few days. I don't know what happens. But it'll show up eventually. When it does, I will do the video as soon as I can. And once that is complete, winners will get their kits. I personally found out that I don't like to work on 18 count stamped kits. With my vision, even with these readers on, 18 count is a real challenge for me. Beautiful canvas. The KS brand was a beautiful kit, but yeah, 18 count, it's not going to work for me. And the fact that I had an option to get it at such a discounted, wonderful price through another company was a no-brainer for me. Okay, we are almost out of time here. I'm gonna try to do this for a few more minutes. Really would have liked to have gotten through this second thread here, and I don't have a whole lot left, so. And I think on this number 2 setting, every time my fingers get in the way, it really blurs. But if I do it like this, let me try to adjust again. Trying to do it this way, it's like, I'm afraid it's not going to be any better, but let's give it a shot. But I have this thing like practically in my face, so that makes a challenge. That's it. But I think the problem is it's just that when my fingers get between the canvas and the camera, it blurs. So I apologize for that. But we don't have much left on this thread. Oh, sorry, cat hit the camera. Heard one of her sisters playing in the blinds over there. So, of course, you couldn't resist a peek. Having struggling to see here. I'm planning on trying to start a couple more different stitch-alongs as well, but we'll see when I can get to those. Or stitching chats. Anyway, I think we're going to have to wrap this up for today, my friends. And again, for anybody who if you are interested in being in the draw for the 11 count ambulite that I had already started and the romantic flower market, make sure you leave a message letting me know you would. I'm going to go through all the videos since I first mentioned it and get all the names to put on the wheel. And we're out of frame here. So yeah, make sure if you're interested that you do that. And please keep in mind, you can only win one or the other. So if you are the winner of one, you cannot win the other one as well. Just one winner each. Must be different. And you must be a subscriber to my channel. All right, everyone. I hope all of you will be very safe. I hope you will all have yourself a very blessed week. And I will see you in the next one. It is time to get stitchy with it. Bye-bye.